And now we do. Let's see. That's one way to. Well, this is the first time doing a collaboration, so you guys might have to bear with me.
Figuring it out.
There
I
we
don't
go.
think anyone would mind.
Yep. Let's see. Let's see.
Being quiet so you can concentrate.
Yeah.
They have chats on the YouTube stuff too, right?
Yeah. With
Okay,
with the restream, yes.
cool.
The web audio, my mic, Discord. Yeah, I'm kind of a viewer a long time ago suggested that I call my TTS sexy bot lady.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So
I really like the ones where they'll like put it in a dog or a cat, so the dog or cat would talk. So I'm thinking one things that I might want to do is make like a robot of one of my cats and have it float around the screen and it can talk whenever, you know?
sounds really cool.
I just got to think about how to make them robot-y. Then also though, I get nervous because if you make a robot cat, then there's going to be someone that's going to sexualize it, and it's like that is an actual cat. Stop.
Yeah. So how have you been? How was your day
I've been doing well.
overall?
My day actually just started. I kind of woke up at 2 because my entire sleep schedule is garbage. What about you?
Not too bad. Working on a little Halloween short.
Ooh, an animated one?
Yes. For YouTube,
Um,
anyways.
ooh, I'd like
Maybe
to see
less than halfway done with it.
can you show us any sneak peek or anything? Because I made my first animation a little while ago. It's only like 5 frames, that's it. But I was pretty happy with it because I was able to make the arm move at least somewhat fluidly. Um, because Procreate has animation helper, which is pretty cool. I don't think it's as good like the one that you were showing me, the program that you were showing
Uh,
me. That one is
Trina,
like
yeah.
professional.
Well,
Yeah.
well, have you heard of BAM Animation?
No, I might want to look into it.
They have
I've
what?
gotten so sorry. I've gotten so set on Procreate where it's just like if I learn another program, I'm pretty sure my brain will melt.
I'm not sure about melding, but I do have would have a problem too. So I usually have like hand drawn art for Krita and then 3D modeling, just the modeling
Hmm.
or Blender,
So you can kind of combine them for what you need.
maybe. But, well, let's see. Anybody in chat? Huh? Okay. Well, ready to start? Care to start?
Yeah, sure. I don't think there's anything wrong with just starting. Um, So, we want to do like a Halloween theme?
Sure.
Hell yes! I'm gonna make a like a little banner thingy of Happy Halloween, because we gotta start it off a little bit. Do you have plans for Halloween?
Not really, no.
We already did decorations outside, because this is the first time we have a house that can actually decorate properly. But I'm really afraid that there's gonna be kids that are just gonna fall off of our porch or something, because there's no railing. So we had to put up a bunch of hay bales.
Welcome, woo woo.
Gotta.
Yep.
Oh. Hi. Did I do enough of those happy? Yes, I know how to spell. I also want to see if we could. Oh, am I backwards? I'm backward. Don't know how to write backwards. Luckily, those are complicated letters. This year, because we finally have trick-or-treaters, because we live in like a suburban neighborhood now, I really want to be the cool house where we give out, full candies.
Okay.
Do you guys give out like just the regular stuff?
Yeah, we kind of. I guess in a way we kind of have to, since our. One year we had eggs thrown at our house.
We're not giving out candy at all?
I believe so, because we were at a family. Let's see, like a family. I don't know. I guess like a little church event.
Oh, okay.
Little trick or treating indoors in a way.
I've never known anyone to actually egg someone's house. Like, I've seen it happen, but I don't know anyone that's ever done that.
I think it was just the side of the wall, nothing, and no windows. So, but the thing is, we noticed, we saw the person, the egg thrower, because they ran across the street. So
Did you know who they were? Like, was it a
I
kid in the neighborhood?
I think kind of it wasn't a kid. Well, like a teen.
Yeah.
But probably a classmate's brother, I guess.
Oh.
That did it.
The worst thing that I've seen, and it's not even that bad, is that they would TP people's mailboxes. So that's not too bad. It's just like, okay, it's just one spot that you're able to clean up. So that kind of seemed harmless. But egging, that's not harmless.
Not really. And thank you, Aggie, or yeah. Since I'm using Restream, I can only do 2 at a time, or it's like $20 for like at least 5 for like a basic.
It's coming for me.
account with Restream, so I
Did
won't be able
someone
to.
donate?
Yeah, it's free to you to because before it was you had four, but I guess we had like
Hard to think and draw at the same time.
yeah. You had like four channels you can stream to, but I guess about a month, 2 months, they had I guess down to two.
We
So
already got someone in here making something so cute.
yeah,
Hi.
yeah, that is.
I like the eyes. Now we gotta get y'all some Halloween drip. Like, let's make y'all some werewolves and things.
Since I really don't want to post the. Here's the ghost I was able to make. So here's my little ghost that my little animation's based off.
Yeah, and that's simple enough that it shouldn't be too hard to get to move around. Like, you won't lose track of where things should be.
I'm kind of doing the not preferred method where I drew the draft character design and then kind of made it like that big, that this big, and then shrunk it down.
I think it's kind of funny that it's backwards or mirrored. Did you ever watch the Scooby-Doo movie where it had the Ghoul School?
I don't think I have.
There were he was like a teacher that was at this school that had different types of, you know, cryptic Halloweeny creatures. So there was a Frankenstein girl, there was a werewolf girl, there was a mummy girl, they had a pet dragon or something like that. It was basically
Wait.
Monster High before Monster High was a thing.
Wait, I think I might.
It played a lot on Cartoon Network back in the day. I think because it was one of those straight to VHS movies, so they could afford to buy it or get the rights to it.
Yeah, I think I might have. If I don't, maybe a bit clips, bits and pieces of it, but not. So have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
Of course I have, yes.
Yeah, I was able to watch the Edgar Wright trilogy, and
Very cool.
yeah, because there's a video on YouTube that has kind of talks about the kind of Edgar Wright's cinematography, where we have we could follow the character instead of just doing a pop music over the city shot, and kind of hands popping end screen, out of screen.
I get for trying to do the hair first. Now it looks like she's crazy. Okay.
Usually. Yeah.
I love that it's always those two guys.
Yeah.
The two
Yep.
actors.
Yep. Simon
They
Pegg.
work
Yeah.
together. Yes! They work together so well.
Yeah. I really didn't care for The World's End. So it felt like it needed something a little bit more zany.
Sure, yeah, I can understand that.
Because like with Simon Pegg's character, he was like really off the wall. And then Hot Fuzz is, I think, out of the three, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and then The World's End.
Shaun of the Dead has like some nostalgia in my heart, so I'm very I prefer that one, even if it might not technically be the better one.
Yeah.
And plus, just zombie movies in general just have a place in my heart.
I'm more of the CG Resident Evil anime stuff. I haven't seen the TV series, but I've seen like at least the three. One of them was, I can't think of the name right now. I have to look it up because now I can't. Because the second one has with two Russian guys. Let's see.
Jeez.
Yeah, Degeneration, Damnation, and Vendetta. Damnation.
Our buddy in here is making such a cute face. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's see, to be out cute. Try to have a cute battle. Or go zombies. I feel like if I was to be on stream and I was to play any of those horror games, everyone would get so frustrated at me. Because they'd be like, no, you're supposed to go that way, go that way. It's like, it's scary over there. I don't want to go. But then there's some people that really enjoy seeing people freak out.
Yeah. I did Five Nights at Freddy's last Sunday. And I was able to make this 2 days. And I think, that's for me because I got spooked by Foxy. I heard him, and then, but I didn't get enough time to. Close the door.
Did you hear about the games that the Five Nights at Freddy's guy made before that?
Like Bible games?
Yeah.
But besides that, I'm not sure about other. I heard that his games weren't doing so high, and he had a dream or nightmare that he made the FNAF games.
We might have watched the same video about it.
I think I heard mine through either Digital Gaming or not really sure. Digital Gaming. I think it might have been Digital Gaming.
I've been going on a binge of a lot of video essayists and things on YouTube. And YouTube has finally taken notice of that. You know how their algorithm is kind of slow compared to others?
Yeah.
So now they're recommending all this stuff for me where it's just like, where were you a month ago when I was desperately searching for these things? What's the scariest game you've ever played?
I'm not really that much of a horror gamer, but I guess FNAF, Help Wanted, VR, since the controls are.
I love it. For Five Nights at Freddy's, my niece is really into it. So part of me is just like, I should just do art just for her, Five Nights. I know that it's popular for other people too, but just like, let's just draw for her. Have you ever drawn any of the characters from it?
No, not yet. So, what's your favorite horror game?
I played PT when it first came out. But it was at a friend's house, so it's not like it was on my system. Granted, I did play that with someone else in the room though. And then certain games with like horror mods. There's a Fallout 4 horror mod that can get really creepy. Because again, like you, I'm not a big horror person just because I'm a little baby about all of that. I think BioShock had some moments that really freaked me out.
I think I might have played that on live. It was on live. Was like on like streaming game service, but then Sony bought them. They had a good PlayStation now.
So it got removed for being able to play free.
Yeah, it was like 2009 that they launched it.
I played that series backwards because I started with Infinite, and then, well, I guess not backwards, but I started with Infinite, and then I went back and played 1, and then I tried to play 2, and 2 is so different from Infinite and 1 that I couldn't finish it. Because you had to play as the Big Daddy, not as like a person, which means that it just flowed really slow comparatively. That doesn't mean it's bad, you know, it just means that it was different.
And I just noticed we had a question from Amaya Adosaki. Favorite Halloween movie?
cheesy, but Halloween Town from Disney, the original Halloween Town, um, I really really love that one. The or the practical effects in it are so cute, but when you watch them now, you look back and you're like, I thought that was cool at the time. What about you?
Let's see.
You know, some lines of phrase.
Let's see. My favorite Halloween. I know I think mine's more cheesier than yours. I would have to probably say it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Okay, that one's a classic. I can understand that.
But I also, but if you're gonna tell like or I think I saw, I think it was last year that I saw all 3 Evil Deads.
Did you see the remake?
I have not known.
The remake freaks me out. I saw it when I was in someone else's house, and they had like a trailer that was kind of like in the woods, and so I wasn't in my own house. We were in the middle of the woods, kinda, and we were sleeping in the laundry room because they didn't have enough beds, and I was seeing the reflection of the evil character in the washing machine because my brain was so freaked out. Like, I do not recommend it. It will, no.
Yeah, I had to fast forward. I think half the first and second movies, but I watched the third film, Dawn of the Evil Darkness, or Age of Darkness, I think it's called.
Let's try to draw Chica. How about that? Everyone loves Chica.
Yeah, Age of Darkness.
Some of it's too much for me.
Yeah.
And I can admit that. I it's like, oh, you're an adult. It's like, I'm not that much of an adult.
There will be blood.
Have you seen Dark Man?
Dark Man?
Yes. It's a trilogy by Sam Raimi. The first one is with Liam Neeson. Think of a cross between like Batman and RoboCop, where our scientist gets chemically burned.
I think I did see part of this, but I didn't get to finish it. But oh, there's 3 of them?
Yes.
I think I may have saw the first one. Yeah, you said trilogy. Duh, trilogy. Sorry. I think I saw the first one, but I went into it thinking he was gonna be like an invisible man because of his bandages.
Yeah. And the only way I found out Dark Man is through the AVGN.
He's still around, and I love that.
Yeah. Because apparently there was an NES game of that. So I was able to see Alien. Let's see, was it Commando, Alien, and let's see, action trilogy: Alien, a Predator, Commando, and Link. But Amaya Adesaki says that their favorite Halloween movie is Scary Godmother. So I have not seen that.
You need to see that. That one's so cute. That's another one of the kind of cheesy things. So it's nice that we all pick something a little cheesy. You might have seen people reference it if you haven't seen it. It's the one that has the really gay skeleton and the boogeyman in it, and they have like a dance party.
Uh,
If that doesn't ring a bell, then maybe
I,
you haven't seen
I
it.
don't. I think when I was younger, I usually watched stuff I've already seen before. So like Star Wars, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um, Wait, I think I have. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it on Cartoon Network.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
But that was at my grandmother's house. But yeah, looking it up, yeah, I okay. Came out 2003. Yep. I don't know. I remember now. Yeah, we just had to,
Just had to spark your memory a little bit.
but yeah, that's a good choice, Maya.
Oh, 10/10. Yep, definitely. And it has a sequel. But they didn't air the sequel quite as often.
I don't think I've seen the sequel though.
Oh,
When did that come
I
out?
forgot that
2006.
Chica has like that creepy cupcake. I love the creepy cupcake. For Halloween Town on Disney, they replaced the main actress in it and kind of expected us all, like, I don't think they expected us all not to notice, like, we definitely would notice, but that we were just supposed to expect that. Just like, oh yeah, it's the same character, just different actress. And, the weird thing about that is that the original actress is on TikTok and makes jokes about it all the time. Kind of like, what was her name? The girl that does Kim Possible and was Ren from Even Stevens. Oh, my brain just went dead. Regardless, she's on TikTok too now, which feels super nostalgic because they do things like making the Nako from Kim Possible and but just super. But then you see her and you're like, oh yeah, you're like in your late 30s. Like, wait, how old am I? Oh shit.
Christy Carlson Romano.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She's lovely. This little buck teeth.
That was a good show too. Especially with, was it Dr. Draken?
So good.
Really?
And everyone likes Shigo. Everyone likes Shigo.
Yeah. John DiMaggio voiced Draken. What's...
And Ron Stoppable was the brother from Boy Meets World.
Yeah, Will... I know I'm gonna butcher this last name, but... Friedel? Will Friedel? Friedel?
It's a little creepy trick-or-treater!
And then Nicole Silverman was Shigo.
I like you. You're cute. You're fun. Drop your handle.
Yeah.
You might have to do it mirrored though for anyone to see. Or you can do it normal and then we'll try to read it backwards.
Well, there's a way you can flip the mirror.
Oh, you flip it? Oh, okay.
The two arrows going opposite directions where you can.
Gotcha.
kind of started to make my own little alien. So if would like me to join on your stream, I only have like neck up, so nothing.
You know what counts as something that's Halloween? Because they're not always spooky. They're just aliens.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going alright.
That's good. Glad you can join us, Apollo.
Indeed.
Hello, Apollo. Nice to meet you.
Well met.
What is your favorite Halloween movie? Or like spooky movie?
That is a very, very good question. Huh. Like, there are quite a few entries I would say would fit, but I would probably say Hocus Pocus would probably be somewhere at the top of the list.
Definitely. Did you see the new one?
I did not, unfortunately.
I haven't either, so you're not alone on that one.
It's okay.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Did it feel
Yeah,
like
I
it was
heard-
banking too much on it being a
Nostalgia.
classic?
Yeah, being on the
Yeah.
nostalgia, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that was essentially the case, was just it hinged more on nostalgia than anything else.
I heard that the whole thing about the Roombas was pretty good, though. The Roomba feet.
Yeah.
Huh.
But there's lots of movies that are like that. When they come in and they try to do a sequel, they're just like, "Do you remember this? Huh? So cool. You remember it, right?"
It haunts me to this day with some things that I was just like, oh, I'll definitely watch this because I remember watching the beginning and it just didn't have that feel, I suppose.
I always wonder if that's because we're getting older or because they're not trying hard enough.
It could be a combination of both. I mean, I can't say I've lost my particular interest in things. If anything, I'd say it's increased, but there have been movies that just have not aged well for me.
You have an example?
Given that I am a fan of tokusatsu in general, the Power Rangers movie was definitely one of those. Like, I watched it growing up, and I was all hyped for it. I watch it now, and it's like, I can't actually stay awake. Why did I grab this movie?
If you're into those style of movies, did you ever watch Kamen Rider?
Yes, I
I
watch it constantly.
constantly, that's your go-to?
And then Maya says that the Roombas were the best, 10 out of 10.
That was the best part. That's sad that that's the best part. It's like one joke.
Yeah. But I think having the three witches back, the same actresses, Midler, Jessica Parker, and I'm not sure the third one.
Lovely too. Like it didn't look like it was made 20 years later.
Yeah.
Granted, they were in a lot of makeup.
Yeah, of course,
and all
because
of that, but it.
Because Bette Midler was, I think, like 70s, in her 70s.
Looked so good though.
Yeah.
It's like whatever she eats.
And then another name I'm gonna butcher is Kathy Najimy. Najimy. That played Mary. Mary.
Oh yeah. My hairdresser. I know that's random. Her cat is named after the cat in Hocus Pocus. So almost every time that I go to get my hair cut, we just talk about Hocus Pocus the whole time. And last time that I was there, she was so excited for the idea of this new movie. So I wonder if she's happy with it or not.
I mean, some people love a movie regardless. I mean, even if it does bank on the nostalgia factor hard.
True.
Yeah.
Well, can you think of any other Halloween movies that you like? Both you guys?
Let's see. Maya says that maybe she is a witch, and Hocus Pocus was just a cover for it.
I would not be surprised. She was alt as heck. Like she's a cool person. Like if she was a witch, it's like 10/10. I'm glad my money's going to you. How did you do the Milo so perfect? Dang, dude, you've practiced. That's someone that you've drawn multiple times.
I guess Monster House is another good one.
That one's dark for a kid's movie.
But it could be like an entry film too. Ernest Scared Stupid, I guess, would be another good one. Like a beginner's introduction to horror film.
I have not watched an Ernest movie in years.
Do you have problems sitting down and watching a screen?
Yeah.
I
Like, I
get that
usually
way.
have- Yeah, usually for me, I have to like watch something either I'm laying down in bed watching something or I'm on my way to work. It's very, very rarely something that would be recent to do. Well, something that I'd actually just outright sit down and do. Like, sometimes I'm even just making myself food.
Like, kind of background noise.
Not even kind of background noise, like I'll be actively watching it while waiting for food to cook. Because more often than not, I'm usually watching something that's subtitled anyway.
True, yeah, I can't watch anime and have anything else going on because I have to read the subtitles.
Like, I've even gotten back into watching a lot of older stuff that I've had to just binge through because I was just like, my nostalgia's hitting. I should probably satisfy that.
Then we have Amaya's. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, I think the last thing I finished watching recently was sitting through all of Digimon Tamers.
Is that Iniga?
Yeah, it's good, and it still holds up somewhat as far as Digimon seasons go. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best per se, but because it did still have its very early Digimon faults, and
Yeah.
also was infamously the one that started the Leomon always dies trend.
My partner loves Digimon. Like that is like I'm a Pokemon person. He's a Digimon person, you know. And I can't watch it. I think they're adorable. I enjoy them a lot, but sitting down and watching it can be a little bit difficult. The older episodes.
Oh yes.
You know the older stuff. The newer stuff is gorgeous though. The newer stuff I can watch.
Yeah, Ghost Game has given me, well, I wouldn't say given me a new perspective on Digimon, but more of it's definitely different, and it, like, you wouldn't halfway through you'd be going, wait, is this actually a kids show?
Oh,
Because
it's definitely like intermediate. Yeah, it's like teen show almost.
not to mention going into things that would even still make you just cringe a little bit because they definitely love their body horror.
Mm-hmm.
So have you seen Corpse Party?
I've heard of it, I've never gotten a chance to watch it.
I just kind of watch and wow, it's a bit gruesome.
I've seen people talk about that one. Yes. For some reason, when it's anime, the horror aspects don't freak me out as much because I'm like, those aren't real people. Those are anime people. They're not real.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
There are some shows that I'll actually just watch through that are technically horror genre, but never actually really all that scary, I suppose.
Like Another. Have either of you seen Another?
I've heard of it, somebody showed me a couple of scenes, and I was just like, I don't know if I consider this for me or not.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one with yeah, I've seen that.
It's interesting because it doesn't start off scary. It just later on gets scary. And I love that type of build-up where it switches.
The slow build, yeah.
Yes, or at least like the tonal switch. So it's like you come in expecting one thing and get something completely different. I really like that.
Yeah. I'd say a few of my more favorite anime would fall under that category. I mean, some more abrupt, like Madoka Magica, where it just changes the feeling 3 episodes in.
But he's determined to get you. There's nothing that can stop him.
When it initially came out, it threw me off because I'll watch a magical girl show every now and again. I was kind of expecting sort of the happy feeling to continue, but it was just like, oh, this is happening. Maybe it's just a one-off. Episode 11. Maybe it's just a one-off.
They kind of did the same thing, apparently, with Priority Egg. Where...
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, but they did advertise that it was gonna get freaky. So in the advertisements you understood that there was gonna be a twist, but when you first watch it at the very beginning, it's kind of just cute girls and blah blah blah. And then I guess it takes like multiple twists too, because you're just like, oh, they're gonna fight stuff, neat. And then it's like, why are they fighting stuff? Oh crap, that's terrifying.
What else I've watched that has added that
What do you know about all the filth that's going on
similar
here, huh?
feeling to it. Or at least sort of a just darker feeling to it. I mean, Symphogear was always kind of dark from the beginning onwards. If going into, again, just more of the deconstructions, like it was always kind of dark to begin with, so you don't really get thrown off by how dark it gets until, like, something particularly horrible happens. Because for what it is, the show is well, I wouldn't say surprisingly gory, but it does get a little gory, especially during the first season.
I don't know if I consider gore like a horror aspect as much as a cringe or a thriller aspect.
Yeah, I would say it definitely feels more of a thriller aspect. It's more of just the fridge horror that sets in, that horror that you don't realize until you think about actually putting it in a real life context. Like with Symphogear, the primary villain is just, well, not primary villain, but more of like the primary moot enemies are the noise, the interdimensional creatures that can't actually be hit unless you happen to have a Symphogear on you. And if you do happen to touch them without one, you essentially just get turned into carbon dust.
So either of you seen King of Thorn?
It sounds familiar.
It's where these selective few are cryogenically in sleep, but I guess it's mutation. It's like the mutation mutants.
When I saw this, because I saw someone doing fan art of this, I thought at first that it was their original concept because I didn't see it anywhere else. Oh, and then Google spoiled it. Thanks, Google. Don't look it up on Google.
Keep that in mind.
Oh.
So I'm not easily spoiled. It tends to be more.
Hello, average.
How do they get?
I'm pretty good. Sorry.
That usually gets me.
Mine spoilers too much. Just in general, like I'll still like to watch something even if I know what's gonna happen.
It's usually about the journey that gets there or something similar.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few things that I won't be willing to sit through because I feel like I know the whole plot already. And most of those are usually horrible for more than one reason to me.
Do you have an example for that one?
It's coming through your door.
Thought about hand shakers. It was an anime that came out a few years ago, and it had your very standard battle royale plot. And combine that with the standard 90s anime rom-com situation that just seems entirely ridiculous in any other context. Essentially, the battles take place in this alternate dimension. The main character finds a girl who happens to be from this alternate dimension, but she can't actually live on her own for long periods of time without actually holding somebody's hand.
I know I did this. Specifically hands.
Yes.
Okay.
But he has to fight through this battle royale, essentially doing this way. The characters that he fights against in this battle royale are so one note and bland, and two of the characters happen to be the de facto incest relationship. Their actual motivation for fighting is that they want to marry each other. And then on top of that, there's just a nauseating visual to it, which you don't get that much in anime, but it's like, I don't know if it's just the frame rate that they animated in or what, but just watching any fight that happened in that show for a while just made me motion sick.
I can understand that. There's sometimes where it can be like that, and it can be so obvious of what's going to happen, that if that's for maybe a few episodes because they're doing some type of arc for something, tolerable. But if that's the whole show, I don't think I can handle it.
Yeah, it was the whole show, and then it also somehow got a second season, and because I can't seem to narratively put something down, even if I absolutely despise it.
Oh, so now you have to watch it?
Yes.
They got you.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just going to watch this because I kind of want to know how much of a train wreck this gets. Like, they could have told the story so much better. They could have honestly went into a different direction so much better. Because even despite my compulsion to finish the narrative, I did still almost drop it at incest level. Because it was just like,
That's anime though, dude. Some of that can get really
well,
in
that's
your
the
face
thing.
with it. Yeah.
Yes, and that was the thing, was just like, even for anime, it was in your face.
Yeah.
Like, it would be one thing to have one-note characters and maybe have them there for an episode, but they were there throughout the series and through the sequel. It turns out they did end up getting married to one another. And it's just like, maybe as a gag, not as a whole thing. And maybe showing, oh, this is actually a wrong thing to do, and not, oh, hey, look, we're actually married and we didn't receive any consequences for marrying one another, even though our parents told us not to.
They had the same thing in the original Digimon with the sister.
I didn't really see that as kind of incesty. I mean, Ty was definitely overprotective of his sister.
There was some aspects where it was just like, so it was good that they downgraded that a bit later on. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I feel like I may have to actually sit through the original Digimon Adventure again.
To do that to yourself.
I mean, I was going to do it eventually, because I wanted to see if it was just nostalgia glasses, or whether it was just anything else that held true.
Well, look it up.
I mean, it can't be much worse than watching Digimon Adventure 2020, otherwise known as Ty's Adventure.
If that's your favorite character, then that can be fine.
It can be, it's weird to have a show that's based around a group of people, but then that entire group of people not actually have very much, if any, screen time. Like, even for a Digimon show, the focus on Tai was absurd, to the point that there almost seemed to be an episode just poking fun at the people that were complaining about it by having a whole bunch of Tai clones in the episode.
I love when creators of things do that. where they
Yes,
basically
it's,
say, "Hey, screw you for complaining about my thing. I want to do it my way." I think Teen Titans Go did that, where they did a whole thing of like everyone complaining about how it's like, oh, it's not serious enough, and then they made jokes about it being overly serious.
yeah, which I can sort of get some of the hate that Teen Titans Go got, but it wasn't necessarily because so much the writing as much as it was the fact that it was constantly on.
Yes, very true. No, I don't think anyone that complained is wrong. I just like that the
Yeah.
team was just like, screw y'all.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, I wasn't like insinuating like the complaining is wrong on that front. Just there were people who were complaining more about that than anything that was actually wrong with the story, which, or lack thereof, or plot, I should
Yeah.
say, of episodes. Which,
Hey,
which I
Kitsune, are
feel
we
like
able to make the drawing larger to have more space for people?
Let's see. Probably could, but probably need to make it new. Not change size. Yeah, we had to create a new canvas.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Then I will just make sure that I leave empty space so that everyone can kind of doodle inside the empty space of everyone's stuff.
I thought I turned my alarm off. Sorry. It's like right there underneath my mic on the charger, and I just suddenly heard it going off. Because
Do you use your phone as an alarm?
usually, but mostly just for taking my meds, I rarely need it to. Well, I rarely use it to wake up anymore.
But I'm just saying, because with phones, for some reason, they don't listen all the time.
Yeah, and my phones tend to just are weird in general.
Yeah, I had to get a new phone. Because services is about to go out, and
Oh, did you have
LG.
yeah, they sent a message for me too.
Wait, whom?
LG?
There's certain phones that aren't
Oh.
accepting the service that we have around here anymore.
Oof,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
No, it's not.
I recently just ended up, well, not recently, I'd say at least during 2020, I ended up switching services to Google Fi just because I told T-Mobile that, yes, I'm short on my bills right now, but I will pay by the end of the week. They shut me off before the end of the week, and I'm just like, okay, screw that, because I do need my phone to actually take the bus.
Yeah.
So I ended up going, okay, I'm just going to go with Google Fi. Get myself a new phone eventually, but it was just, I didn't want to deal with that. Or rather, deal with the blowback. I mean, granted, I still do need to pay off that bill eventually, but for now, I'm
Sometimes
just
you have
leaving it.
more important bills that come first. Sometimes that's
Exactly.
just how it goes. I had the hospital here double charge me for a hospital stay like a year ago, and I thought that the collections bill that they sent me was a joke because I always pay everything off, you know? So it's just like, what's this? Or not a joke, but like someone trying to scam me. So I was like, okay, this makes no sense. Like, why would this be? I already paid that off. And so I ignored it and threw it away. And then 6 months later, they messaged me again, and so I call the company, and the company still sounds like a scam, you know, because it's a collection company, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And so I wait, you know, I throw that away and ignore it. And then a few months later, and they threw away all of my billing information, apparently, so they can't even tell if the bill was made on error or not. It's like, what company throws away billing information? Like, what type of hospital does that? So just some companies are just not respectful when it comes to the billing.
Yeah. What else have I also done that's done something? Like, I feel like I've been for a few services that have just done that. Something similar.
The whole double charging thing, and it's like, no, you ordered that twice, and it's like, why would I go to the hospital twice on the same day? That makes no sense.
Yeah. I can't imagine very many people who would do that would just...
I mean, I could see it happening, like if it was an emergency and you thought that it was okay, and then you left, and then you had to come back, but for the exact same amount, like, that's one of those things that I was getting angry, and I normally don't get too angry, but I was giving them some choice. Okay, I was gonna say choice words, but no, I didn't. I gave them a little bit of attitude, that's all. I can't curse at people. I don't know if you guys can, but I can't.
No, I don't really. I don't curse unless I get really.
Yeah.
If you push my buttons way hard.
I can imagine you getting scary.
I could, I guess. If I'm gonna kind of, I guess if I'm gonna swear, I probably do it like an acronym. Kind of like
Really?
yeah, like how I don't know if we saw Madagascar, where the sugar honey ice, yeah, sugar honey iced tea.
Oh.
I can also go like furry, uncontrollable, crazy kittens.
If someone heard you say that, they wouldn't even know that you're saying it out of anger. They just
No.
be like, is he having a stroke?
Yeah, just random words, but hey, it gets the swearing through.
Birthday.
Yeah, loophole.
Yeah. Or if they're D&D inclined, is he speaking in Thieves' Cant?
Oh, or if you say it in, oh, what's that fake language where you put the beginning of the word, or the end of the word at the beginning of the word?
Pig Latin.
Oh, Pig Latin.
Pig Latin! Yeah, you say all your curse words in Pig Latin. What should I feed my Mothman? He's looking hungry.
Good question. Some kind of lamp-based cereal?
Give him a big ol' spoon. Here, you can have a spoon. Oh, no. I know what to do.
Maya says, give him the lamps.
Yes, he's going to eat lamps.
Frosted lamp flakes.
Yeah, it looks good, camouflage.
I like how this is all coming together. Everyone's styles are so different and cute.
Nutritious lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've drawn, like, in a full-on drawing capacity, I'd say.
So have you seen Final Fantasy Unlimited? That was
Oh, yes, I remember it fondly.
I remember. That was a
Like,
interesting one because I haven't really played any Final Fantasy games, but they kind of got me like the Moggles and Hectors. But have you seen this, Shelly?
Yeah, the.
But
I'm trying to think of where it will take place in the timeline. The last I recall, it takes place like in Five's universe, sort of.
yeah,
Fuck you. I mean, what would be an acronym
for what?
for fuck?
I
That is
told
a
you,
good question.
fuzzy and
Oh.
uncontrollable crazy kittens.
Fuzzy, uncontrollable, crazy kittens. There we go.
Or if you go frivolous, let's see, frivolous umbrella.
Rehedge are cute kittens. Oh, free uber cute kittens.
Cute. Yes, there you
Cute
go.
kitchen. I don't know. Yeah, something. Have you ever? I don't know.
Okay, the cat has to have a Halloween costume on.
I'd say there are plenty of examples. I mean, if it going for a cute but scary look, you could have it dressed up as a Tonberry.
Ooh. I love those. I didn't know that's what it's called, but with this little knife, and it just like
Yes.
you think it's not gonna kill you, but it's gonna. No, I have to draw that separately. Hold on. You're getting me. All
Yeah,
right.
I think I retweeted a video a while back of a streamer who was playing Final Fantasy IX and ended up getting a random encounter with 3 Tonberries and didn't realize and just immediately screamed and tried to run away. I'm just like, me too.
Like what you don't understand. You don't know. You look at it and you think, oh, it's so sweet. It's here to light my way. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'll send you down that long tunnel with a light, maybe.
Follow the light. Here, I'm trying to make a little bit of more room for people. Oh, a little fin! I love the fin.
I mean, there are so many cute Final Fantasy creatures that are capable of killing you.
Oh no, how
I mean, even Chocobos, technically, or at least as far as 14's concerned, the red Chocobos.
everything can kill you because everything can give you XP.
Yes, if it can give you XP, it can kill you. Oh, it's almost 9 for me. I actually should be getting ready for my own thing. I only just got my internet back, otherwise I'd still be trying to figure out what I was going to do today.
Yeah, what you're doing today?
Oh, normally I'm streaming myself around this time. but mostly just for new Final Fantasy XIV content. I swear, it's like an addiction.
MMOs in general.
Yeah.
Except at least, it's probably the only MMO I've consistently been able to play.
In college, I was addicted to Star Wars: The Old Republic, where I would bring my laptop with me, and my laptop, I think I already told you this, but that my laptop had a broken bottom on it where the heat would just come out of it, and I didn't care because I needed to play my game so badly that it burnt my lap.
Oof.
Just like, but I can't miss out on my dailies.
Yeah, like, in order for an MMO to keep me, it has to at least either have one of several things. Good music, good story, and some level of customization. 14 happens to have all three.
Customization is a big thing for me too.
Indeed.
Kitsune, do you have any MMOs that you're addicted to, or any that you've played hardcore?
It's often joked that from actually brush up a bit more on my skills. Oh, I'm sorry, you cut out?
I guess Warframe.
Yeah, you've been cutting out.
A little bit, yeah. Warframe, I guess, when it came out on Switch.
Oh, yes, Warframe. I still play that as well, keeping up with that.
I think I know anything about that one.
I would say it's an MMO in the sense that it is massive in multiplayer, but at the same time, it's less like an RPG and more like action-adventure type game.
Yeah.
What's your
But
favorite
essentially-
thing about it?
Well, I haven't
Like,
really,
what holds your attention?
I haven't really played in a while because I downloaded on my laptop. I haven't really played. Maybe let's see, March, October.
I'd say the plot for me, like the plot's rather interesting, especially once it starts to pick up through the plot.
Yeah.
The customization as well, because you could play with, I mean, they have 50 frames at this point now that you can just choose between, each of them actually unique and comparatively different, which is different. Well, I would say it's kind of difficult to do for at least an action game, as far as at least as far as action MMOs would go, because you'd only have like a handful of things that you could do and a handful of roles that they can fit. But at least with Warframe, it doesn't really matter if they fit a specific role. So you don't have to worry about healers or the like. Oh, yeah, I better get going because I'm supposed to start soon. I'll see you guys again once I...
Well, thank you for joining us, Apollo.
It was meet you. I can see chat now. A zombie game? Wait, which zombie game?
Uh,
Walking Dead?
Yeah, it was Walking Dead. Hello, Yeet. Yeet now?
I am shocked that Walking Dead the show is still going.
Has it let go? Or
Like,
I didn't,
it's still going.
oh, it's still going? Yeah. I haven't seen any of it. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
If you watch one of those YouTube not compilations, but the ones that skip out and all of the free the filler stuff,
Kind of the
that's
bridge.
probably a better way to watch it. Yeah, the bridge. That's the word I'm looking for. A bridge. Same thing with Naruto. Watching Naruto and watching The Walking Dead are but both better watching abridged. But the game is supposed to be a lot better than the show.
Okay.
Oh, are we drawing pretty girls now?
I'm not sure. I'll probably kind of call it quit. I'll let you guys finish and kind of read some comments. I got Yeet now says, "Hey Fox, one of my friends is playing The Walking Dead. I won't say anything else." So, well, that's really cool. Does he enjoy the game so far? Life. Or what? Is he enjoying the game Yeet now?
Like playing as in streaming or playing as just playing?
My friend is live playing The Walking Dead.
Oh, cool.
That's fine.
I like when you're able to kind of play through a game by watching someone else do it. Unless they make the bad choices.
Yeah.
Because if they constantly make the bad choices, it's like, why am I here? It's like, are you even paying attention?
I know the only two games that I've played that's kind of, I guess, point and click is Monkey Island, Tales of Monkey Island for the Wii.
I love that one.
And Strong Bad.
Point and click games can oddly be fun. You wouldn't think that they would be. Like, we've grown past it, but like there's some that make them really good. Especially story driven games that are point and click. Like Rusty Lake. Have you played any of the Rusty Lake games?
I have not.
It's like a kind of spooky puzzle game. The puzzles aren't very hard though. It's basically, you just pick up something and drop it on something and it does something. Like you only have so many things in your inventory, of course you know where to put it. But it has this spooky background story that goes with it, and each one of the games builds onto the story. I would definitely recommend it. If you want something just mildly spooky, like if you're doing something closer to Halloween and you don't want to pee yourself. Oh, and Monster Prom. That's another one that's not spooky at all, but is with the creepy cryptids and I need to do a Monster Prom. Who am I gonna draw for Monster Prom?
You make it so easy, Woo Woo.
See that? Gorgeous.
Yeah. game is that?
Poppy's playtime. I'm
Poppy?
terrified.
Poppy Playtime was. He said he knows a game. They know a game that's rated horror but not really scary. That was
But it's
Poppy
not
Playtime.
really. What do you mean, not really scary? It seems scary as heck.
That's what they
Everything
said.
I see on TikTok of it seems spooky.
I drew a character, Poppy, I don't know, a while ago. They say it's not that scary.
Whatever. Maybe they're just braver.
Maybe.
It's like not scary to you.
Yeah. Well, same thing can be said about like Five Nights at Freddy's too, average gamer. Just those jump scares. Especially in doing it in VR where you had to kind of lean over to push the buttons.
Oh yeah, then you can't see things out of your peripheral.
Yeah.
Just because something doesn't have blood doesn't mean that it's not scary.
Yeah.
There are tons of things.
Yeah.
Especially with psychological horror.
Have you heard of the game Jack and the Batteries?
Yes!
Like an asymmetrical VR PC game.
Have you played it?
I have. My sister and I have, and it needs the game I downloaded, the version I've downloaded needs more tweaking. Because it's good. Don't get me wrong, good concept, but right now it needs a really good polish.
That's how I felt about a game, and this game is inappropriate. So watch, you know who's gonna click on it. What was the name of it? It was Lust from Beyond, and so what it was about was that there was like this interdimensional Lovecraftian horror demon that was coming into the world through cultists and was trying to control them to do their based urges so that he could, or they, the creature, could suck them into their dimension and kill them. And so you go into it thinking, oh yeah, that's a neat concept. No, oh, this is creepy, this is creepy. But it's like they had the idea and then they didn't know where to go with it. So it's like if you just spent maybe another year trying to develop this into a lot more of a story, then it would probably have done a lot better.
But there's another VR asymmetric game. Well, there's two of them, I guess. One is called Stealth Ships. The one in the VR is I guess I don't know. It's like an alien ship, but like the main ship.
Ooh, aliens, yes.
Well, it's not really like aliens, but it's like you're the VR control like a spaceship, and then you have 4 other people that on PC can try to attack, kind of like giant, like 4 others attacking a giant in a way. Because
For sure.
like the people on the PC can shoot, but that's when VR can see you. But once you stop, you guys disappear. Everyone disappears.
Uh-huh.
And then the other game, yeah, I agree with you there. How something's chasing you, not scary. And then you'd say, let's see, if you know what to do, it's not creepy. And then, let's see, I suppose I always panic. I guess it's better that I just watch other people play.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
That is same boat.
But another good game but needs some polish is VR Giants, or Giants VR, where one person's like a giant and the other person's on the PC, kind of collecting these coins. That's a good game.
What polish do you think it needs for it to be like a
Um,
great game?
Probably some of the Giants, because maybe maybe like for the VR part, like the Giants' hands, because the chain kind of wigs out, because the player character on PC, I'll say PCs jumps on these platform buttons to kind of warp your giant to that place, but chains kind of wig out. Um,
So actually, like technical
yeah, so anyways,
stuff, not just like.
because and if you have like a VR headset and another person with a controller, I would recommend it because it sounds really promising. Let's see who the company is. One more. Probably just do internet search.
All games are basically digital. It
Yeah.
seems like it would be easy to come back and clean up some games really
Yeah.
quickly. And that's what I was thinking about with Pokemon too, that there's just like certain things that there's like, oh, there's an error here or an error there. One little patch would fix all of that, but they don't go back to it.
Yeah.
And
Wolf.
I don't know if that shows that they don't care about the game at all, or
Um,
I don't know.
maybe some don't, but others. Maybe like depending on how old the game is, may not be worth the time and effort to do that. I guess I don't know. Here's the Steam's webpage about VR Giants.
Have a group of people that you play with.
Just like two people. Like it's mostly like a two-player game. Like the VR Giants, a local co-op VR game in which one VR player and one gamepad player work together. The VR player controls the giant and must protect and support the dwarf, who is controlled by the gamepad player. The dwarf can use the body of the giant as an extension of the level.
Ooh. Actually sounds interesting.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It's like I said, it's by Wolfgang Suchako.
Do they make anything else? Because if it's just that and they're like paying attention to it, maybe they will come back and edit the hand issue you were saying.
Well, it's just a demo right now. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but it is a promising game. Depending on
Those types of games, depending on what?
depending on the price, I might get that. Granted, I'm gonna probably get my sister, but it is promising.
Those types of games are only as fun as the people that you have with you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so if you have good friends or friends that aren't afraid to, be a little crazy and cause a little bit of mayhem, then those games can be really fun.
Or if you want, you can do it. Get together sometime, and you and I can, and your significant other can join us.
Yeah.
Because I have an Oculus Quest 2. I have a 20-inch cable. Go ham with from there. Again, if you guys want to do that, but
Yeah, that might be cool.
Because have you played the Star Wars Outcast, Jedi Outcast VR? Or heard of it?
I have seen people play it. I don't have a VR, so I haven't played it myself, but I've watched people play it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the game's still up and running.
Really?
Because the demo was a demo anyway, but I'm surprised like Disney's not copyright striking it. I hope it does. Hope they don't, but it's a bit
I'm
finicky. But
so nervous about copyright strike because I
yeah,
specifically got like this set of music that I really want to use because I found out. Um, did you ever play Cyberpunk?
no. But I heard a
So
couple of songs from them. Like
yes,
let's see, was it? I had to look at my phone. I think of that. Let's see. Chipping in. And
um,
chipping in.
they have a lot of different artists that did stuff for them, but one of their main dudes that seems like he was like in charge of a lot of it. I don't know the technical term of it, but his name is Paul Leonard Morgan, and he did the um soundtrack for the most recent Judge Dredd movie.
Did you read another one?
And
Or?
they made one in like I don't know, like 2010 or something like that.
Oh, the reboot. Okay.
And yeah, the reboot, yeah. And that soundtrack just itches just the right spot in my brain where I love it so much. And learning that he did the soundtrack for Cyberpunk also just gets me so excited. So I might want to use his music, you know, as the background. But I don't know, maybe I can message him on Twitter or something and be like, hey, not that he has like full rights to those things. I'm sure the company that he gave it to has rights to those things. But like,
Yeah.
hey, can I use that as background music?
Yeah.
Did you see the reboot of Judge Dredd?
No. I think I've seen RoboCop.
Oh yeah, they did the reboot of RoboCop too. They were really hitting some of that 80s nostalgia stuff.
Yeah. But another DMCA free music or no copyright is Creator Mix.
Showed me. I went through some of the songs and tried to pick out a few that I liked. It's really cool that some people do that they post those specifically for other people to use.
Yeah. Thankfully for yeah, and again thanks to Stream Beats for this Halloween soundtrack that we're playing.
Seeing how many people make free resources for streamers and things like that makes me want to give back and try to do free resources, or maybe not free, but maybe something like entering raffles and things, and trying to do emotes and things for people.
Yeah.
Because I've been using so many tutorials from people and templates and things, or it's just like let's try to give back to the community a little bit.
Yeah, same. And I don't know if I haven't seen my coffee, but I have a coffee page that I'm trying to figure out what to make. So right now I have like a stream schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of see what it looks like and get my foot in the water for that. But I'm trying to be able to kind of copy.
You got a question? Have
Yeah,
you played Walking Dead?
No, I haven't played. No, I haven't played. I haven't really played. Oh, I guess I played. Also played Back to the Future episode 1 or 2. Yeah.
Maybe that's something that you can play during one of your gaming days.
Maybe.
Scheduled gaming days that you can
Yeah.
get on. Head.
Yes, I have. Let's see. Wolfenstein 3D. I'm trying that out. VR. Wolfenstein 3. Have you heard of Nightmare at the Lunatic?
That does not sound familiar. I would be lying. Nightmare at the Lunatic. Oh. That came out this year. That's looking kind of
You too. You as well. Your average gamer. Average player.
Oh. That one's looking kind of like what's that game where you're a bug that has to fight?
Hollow Knight?
Yes, yes, that's looking very Hollow Knight-y.
Yep. I have that.
But I guess that's roguelites, like the.
Have you played Metal Hellsinger? That's a.
Yes.
It was really interesting. I might have to stream that sometime. I have Jitsu Squad. Jitsu Squad. Death Gam.
Do you? Did you watch on YouTube Outside Extra?
Doesn't sound familiar.
Or Outside Xbox. They're like a group of I'm pretty sure. I don't want to miss nationality them, but I'm pretty sure they're all British, and they do video game lists and playthroughs and reviews and all that stuff, and they did one about video games that like mess with your brain, and they posted a game that I've never heard of before, and I wanted to experience it, but at the same time I'm such a such a baby where it's like, okay, no, I can't play this game. Let's just look it up. So I watched a 13-hour playthrough of this game on YouTube, just to experience the messed upness of it. I do. So a lot of those games, if like you say, I was like, oh, have you played this? So it's like technically no, but have I seen every part of it? Yes. It's called Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. It was an old GameCube game.
I heard of it. I was a Tony Hawk fanatic.
At that time,
so,
yeah.
PS2. Because you also got a DVD player built in, so a 2-in-1.
Exactly. That's why my dad got us the PS3 when it came out, because it was actually cheaper than getting a good Blu-ray player.
Yeah. Seriously.
Look, we're getting all filled up with all the cuteness.
Yeah.
I like that we're going some Pokemon stuff. Let's see. Espeon.
So.
Espeon looks. I tried. I need a
this year or end of last year I bought it for through Steam. So kind of recently I've been kind of mostly on PC since I can do mods, and Nintendo's kind of in a way aggravating
Um,
with their business model overall.
that you have to pay for the internet.
Yeah, that as well.
That
Like-
one's getting so frustrating.
And they're half,
Luckily, sorry, go ahead.
and then they're half-baked games that they have to throw out and then
Edit later.
add DLC later.
One thing that they did, I think they did, to get people to not be so upset about having to pay for the internet for them, is the certain Pokemon that you have to evolve by trading or by putting an item on it and trading. Now, you don't have to trade them. You just had to have a specific item for it. So there's the link cable that is used as a replacement for trading. And apparently that one's gonna that was introduced in Arceus, but they're gonna be putting that in the new main series game too, which I'm very, very thankful for, because I never have friends to trade with.
Yeah. So were you into the Pokemon Go craze when it started out?
No, the idea of going out, I am such a homebody, you know? The idea of having to go out to play a video game just did not. You mean I have to wear pants to play Pokemon? Are you kidding? Like, but it was so fun seeing everyone have so much fun together.
Yeah. I think my sister and I were a little bit, but then I guess some of the servers kind of crashed. That kind of lost interest for a while, maybe a year or two later, and then we got back in.
Did you have it so that there was any times that you went to a location and there was other people hunting the same thing as you?
I don't think so, no.
There were some places downtown, for
Well, I think
where
there
live.
there was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was downtown. But I just have a pedometer on my phone because I don't want to get too distracted clicking down and then not paying attention to traffic.
Exactly, yep. That was definitely more just for the people that don't drive, the ones that like will go into town with their bike or something like
Yeah.
that. I think it was Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They had a pedometer
Yes.
that
Yep.
they gave you for your
Yep. Yep. Your little
I
Tamagotchi or Tamagotchi.
Yes! And I had so much fun with that, just going on the treadmill and just walking for forever, trying to get my Pokemon to level up. Like, if their plan was getting kids to exercise, they got it. They won on that one. But then there was the people that figured out that you could just put it on the microwave tray and just spin the tray, and that counted as a step every spin. And then there were girls in my class that would just have it during class, shaking it back and forth during class.
Yeah, my sister got Heart Gold, and I think she wore that pedometer everywhere.
Just everywhere.
I think there was a couple times I asked her if I could help out with leveling them up. What I don't remember what she had, but yeah, leveling them up.
That would probably be an easy way of being able to tell like who's a nerd. It's like, do they have a pedometer on them? The little Pokemon pedometer, because it looked like a Pokeball, so it's like, oh, you could see that from forever away.
Yeah, Maya said that Heart Gold and Soul Silver were the best. Wish she made something like that again.
I
Yeah.
honestly, I agree. The fact that you were able to go to 2 different areas,
Yeah.
you know, where it was that was amazing.
Yeah.
But Arceus is getting there. Honestly, it's a contender. Those are probably the two. Well, Arceus is a side game, so the
Mhm.
best main series game would be Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then side game would be Arceus.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't made like a Pokemon Snap AR game for the phones. Or something similar like that. Kind of like Pokemon Go, cross between Pokemon Go and Pokemon Snap.
Makes sense. I think that would do pretty good. Yeah, you're right. They probably have something like that in the making. You know, like
Possibly.
on the back burner. They just haven't planned it all out yet.
Or even with Pikmin, I guess, because they also have like a Pikmin. I don't know what that. I don't want to say Pikmin Go or.
I could see that working too, because then yeah, you had to level up all your little. Well, you need a lot more Pikmin than you need Pokemon.
Yeah, Pikmin Bloom. Pikmin Bloom. I think that's been out for about a year now.
That's one thing that makes me really happy in terms of Smash Brothers, is that it brought to light, you know, how cool some other Nintendo games are. Just popping off with some of these characters, so cute.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else spooky?
Let's see.
I guess I'm not really a spooky person. All my stuff is cute.
Let's see. I think I've seen a couple of videos of outside Xbox. But
I think they're really charming. There's some people that make a really good team. Like if you put 2 people together in a room, then they might not have too much chemistry. But they all 5 of them have really good chemistry together.
I usually watch game ranks.
Game ranks.
I haven't really done too much.
Sometimes those types of... Oh, yes, I've watched them before. Yes, I have. With the little dude with his hands up, yeah. A lot of those are like background noise when I'm doing something else. Like if I'm drawing, then I like to put on video game stuff.
I really can't. I kind of just. If I'm drawing, I kind of tune that background out. Or I'm kind of. What did I listen to?
Wait a second, is that Russian?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I tried so hard when I was in high school to learn German, and I could not absorb any of it. Thank goodness that they at least use the same alphabet.
Yeah, I took
Since I
German.
had to use,
I
you
took
took German too?
Yeah, and even what's even funnier that the German teacher I took also taught my mother and also taught my sister. I think the
So
first 2
she's been
years.
around for
Yeah.
a while.
She
dang.
she was, yeah.
Or she, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's the only thing that you had to learn of extra of language was the umlauts.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so that's kind of like a different letter, but having to learn a whole nother alphabet would have been pretty difficult.
In a way, you just that kind of sounds like just marbles in your. That's what my sister said, anyway. German just sounds like just marbles in your mouth.
I could kind of hear that, yeah. But I didn't remember any of it. Thank goodness, because at my school, because I went to school in Virginia, instead of there being a rule where you had to take there was a 3 years that you had to take of a language, or you could take 2 years of 2 different languages. So after my second year of German, I realized that I was going to fail. There's no way I was going to be able to take a 3rd year because I didn't understand any of it. And so I switched to sign language, and thank goodness I did, because I aced sign language. Like, there's no letters. There's no spelling. Well, I mean, technically there's spelling.
Yeah, I know. But if you think the ASL's hard, JSL's even tougher because you have all 27.
Oh, I bet.
Because I think their middle fingers is I think if you put your middle finger and ring finger with your thumb, that's a key.
Okay.
Also, that's a kitsune. One cone for that.
Oh.
Your pointer and finger are up and kind of like the ears. That's your little fox.
Okay, so there is still gesturing.
Yes.
So there's keys, but then also gestures.
Yeah, kaki, kukuko, yeah.
In British Sign Language, for their alphabet, they use both hands. So like how both of the hands combine to make certain letters. Which I understand, but that seems like that would be even more difficult, because what if you don't have both hands, you know? So it's like if you're deaf, then you can't even do the alphabet. But I am sure most sign languages try to... I mean, there's only so many ways you can get your fingers together. Yes, everyone can see your beautiful art.
Yeah.
Quick, drop your handle.
Oh.
Have you played Monster Hunter at all?
I played demos of it, but I haven't owned it.
One of the people that I follow on Twitter, Harpy Slugs, she draws almost nothing but Monster Hunter monsters, and they are so gorgeous. I've never played any of the games, but I love the monsters. Let's see, let's draw a dragon. How about that? Oh, by the way, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming. I have a little scarecrow I found at the library that I'm going to kind of recreate, but do on my own.
Cool.
Then I'm going to the movies. We have little programs where we have like a little pamphlet or movies that we're We can go. We got for like $10.
Cool. If you're movie people, some of those can be really helpful.
Yeah. Well,
Those.
they're the kids fall program movies. Yeah. So in a way, it's like $1 for a movie, or just $7 for the cheap movie theater.
Then you have to get popcorn.
Yep. And apparently they have a bucket, which is like $5. And I was expecting like more than like maybe 15 or something like that, but 5, and then $4 for refills. After that,
Well, if you get back in time, my friend Sash is doing a rat rumble. So what it is he took a bunch of the people that are in chat and turned them into WWE characters, and then they're all gonna fight. And that's going on tomorrow, and I'm excited because I asked to be in it, and I don't know what my character is gonna look like, and I'm really excited to see because they all have to be guys because of the rules of the game. I don't know why the video game makes it that way, but I'm really excited to see how he's gonna make like a big buff alien.
do you know about what time? I might be able to.
Yeah, let me double check. This is gonna be the third one, so it's turning into a big kinda okay. 6 o'clock Eastern time. So
about 4 o'clock.
So it would be for us. It would be 8 o'clock.
You said Eastern time, right?
Yeah.
That'd be 4 o'clock. They're 2 hours ahead of us.
Oh, they're 2 hours ahead, right? Yes, 4. There we go. But it should be going along for going on for a good long while because he has like 60 people that are fighting. So yeah, if you come back from the movies and need something to entertain yourself,
I'll do my best. Because the movie starts at 3.
No problem at all.
You have like 2 showing screens at 12:30 and 3.
Well, we'll probably be going. This is looking a little bit more like a Komodo dragon, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's totally fine. Stopping in whenever. I'll draw lizard hands. And give him ears. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll let you guys. I'm about to.
You think we're finishing?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it because we're at 2 hours.
Please take a screenshot of this to save it though.
You can save it too. You just go like file.
Ooh, I can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and then it's like download.
Oh, there it is.
And I'm gonna use this as our. I'm not sure about Twitter, but I'm gonna use this for YouTube, Twitch.
Talking through heart. I love it. Perfect. I'm saving this.
Dude, where can you? Yep. So I'm gonna kind of leave it on here, but where can viewers find you guys?
I am on Twitter. That I update semi-regularly at Skulls and Starships. Here, I'll write that down. And then on Twitch, I'm starting up. Almost ready. And that's going to be at Shelly Starship. If you like video games, cute things, spooky things, furry things, alien things, that's what I'll be doing there. And then they said at... Oop, I couldn't see it.
For Uwuwu, it's, I guess, Twitter?
Pop it in here.
Or is it Twitch? Hold on, let's see what they... Because TWT, I'm not sure.
Isn't it frustrating that they're both T's?
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yep.
NSTLGLI.
Oh, you both? Nice. I should probably kind of... Okay, for...
Yes, their Twitch and their Twitter. Perfect. So everyone's all shared.
And then you guys can find me. Twitter. It's W Fox. And then Twitch. Wolf Fox.
That's good that they're similar enough.
Yeah, well, Twitter he had like 13 character limit, so.
Yeah. And then they don't let you do dashes or anything like that. I mean, they don't let you on well, I mean, they do on Twitter. It's just, it can be a little frustrating getting them to be the exact same thing. Bye! Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Uwuwu, or Nostalgia.
Nostalgia Draw. I'm gonna add them now.
Bye later, after stream.
Well, thank you very much for having me. This was fun. First time doing something like this, so this was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jelly, as well. And I hope we can do this maybe, I don't know, or tri-weekly, depending on our schedule and availability.
Whenever you're feeling like it, because I know that you were saying that you might want to take a little bit of a streaming break. So
Well,
yeah, whenever you're feeling like it.
Yeah, I did. But I don't know. Have you heard of the Twitch playbook by the voice of Nick?
No.
I'll message the DM you the.
Yes, please.
He has like a website and through Spotify, and he kind of discusses his process of being able to stream on Twitch.
So how often they come on and how they take breaks and things like that.
He has like 100,
Okay.
yeah, like 190, almost like 200. Let's see. Yeah, almost 200 episodes. Like, I had to take stream criticism, do more streaming. Beer is great for streaming.
That would
Uh,
actually be really helpful. Yeah, if you could send that my way.
And when I listen to, let's see, what's title was "Streaming in the Face of Brutality,"
Hmm.
where just stream. So I'm kind of taking a page from other people that I kind of follow too. That just stream mute because I have a hard time talking to myself and trying to describe and all that. And I'm not gonna force myself because
Yeah, no. Don't make it uncomfortable for yourself,
yeah,
especially if it's something where you're doing it because you think you're supposed to.
kind of following what other people. That's where I kind of burnout kind of came into play. But just playing it, and if people come into chat and talk with me, then I'll interact with them, sure. But
Everyone has their own energy, and there's some people that prefer that too, because there's the ones that really enjoy that. Hi, how's it going? Da da
yeah,
da. The really high, super
yep,
friendly, and then other.
yeah, the, introverts and extroverts, yeah,
Yeah, but even just energy in general, because you could be an introvert or extrovert, but still be low energy. Just
yeah,
like, hey, how's it going? Just very chill. And
yeah,
then there's some people where they hardly talk at all, but they'll be playing a video game and they're so amazing at the game that it doesn't matter that they talk. You
yeah,
just want to watch them be amazing.
yeah.
So yes, please send that my way, and I would love to do this again sometime.
Let's see. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our stream, and again, thanks for Uwe for joining us. Apollo.
And then average being around, Apollo.
Yep. Yeah, your average or average. Yeet, Maya Arasaki for joining us.
Oh yeah, on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, the cool thing with Restream, you can have people interact. But since I'm on streaming through Twitter as well, I can only do 2 at a time, and then using a plugin for Twitch and Trovo, so I won't be able to see them unless I pay the bone of $20.
Oh, that's how they get you. It's like, oh
Yeah.
no, it's free here, but if you actually want to use it,
If you want to bump up your service, I guess, and then
well, bye everyone on the YouTube side or the Twitch or
yeah,
Twitter side.
Twitch, Twitter, Trovo, and YouTube. So
Just everywhere.
Yeah, the main 4. So I'll see you guys next time. So until then, later. You guys take care.